All right, my friends, this is Donnie.
And Sandra.
And we are coming to you from Granville County. Granville County, North Carolina.
Specifically, we are in Oxford, North Carolina.
Oxford, North Carolina is where exactly we're at in Granville County. But we are boondocking at a Walmart. It is the very first time that we have ever boondocked at a Walmart. And normally I don't go searching for the Walmarts because I know there's a lot of towns, a lot of cities that are starting to have codes against boondocking. It is mainly because the people that have been doing it misuse it. They get in these parking lots and they just won't leave. They stay well beyond one night.
Or they make themselves at home, so to speak.
They make themselves at home, and it looks, they leave the place trashy. They leave their trash in the parking lot, and it's just it ruins it for the rest of us. And so, and I will say this: there's some Walmarts that in areas I wouldn't feel comfortable parking in the parking lots. And so, but we decided we're not doing normally we would have what we call a sit down moment. And so we don't want people to think we're actually making ourselves at home by sitting outside.
Yeah.
Because we thought about sitting outside in this little grassy area here. We're not picking up anything. We really should have been doing this during the daytime. But I will say this, for a Walmart Supercenter, this place is a new build. It looks like a new build, but I swear it is not busy at all.
No.
What time is it right now?
It's a little bit before 9 o'clock.
A little bit before 9 o'clock, guys, and look at this. And this place is open until 11. And I swear you would swear they were closing down at 9 o'clock. And, but they're not busy.
No.
They're not busy at all.
When I went in earlier, it was 2 o'clock-ish,
Uh-huh.
and it was not busy.
Yeah, this place does not get the traffic that some of the other Walmart Supercenters that I've seen.
And it's not right off the interstate either. I like that about it. It's about a mile. You had to drive about a mile off the interstate to get there.
And it's not in a city.
No.
This one right here is not in a city area.
No.
It's kind of like in a little strip mall.
Yeah.
Kind of off to itself. It's not in a really heavily trafficked area. As far as like a city.
There's a Bojangles here,
Yep.
a gas station. They're building something new. And then there's a little strip that has like Jersey Mike's, Dollar Tree, Highway 55, Cato's Fashion, and an Aaron's rental place. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's, again, this is the very first time. And what happened is we actually found a hip camp in this county. And it looked like a pretty good spot. And it looked like it was going to work out. It was going to be a field. It's going to be a field. And in some ways, I'm kind of glad it didn't work out. Because remember, it rained Monday.
Yeah.
It rained for the most part all day long. In the morning, it was kind of off and on. And then in the afternoon, it started raining into the night, and then all night long it rained. And so our first place was look at that person right there don't even have their lights on.
No, and they're flying.
Yeah. And so, but our first location was a hip camp, and they had us. We were supposed to park in a field where we both agreed that because of the rain, it wouldn't be a good idea to park in a field. So they had a long driveway that when you got to the actual place where you're to park, the driveway splits off. It splits off into a big loop. So what they said is they allowed us to park on one side of the driveway, on one side of the loop. And so that's what we did. So that worked out good. That worked out real good. But this other place, I'm not sure that would have been worked out. But if we would have done it, but it was another field. And but the reason we didn't stay is because we couldn't get the owner or the manager to message us back, and at least on a timely manner. And so now what we normally do is we won't reserve anything until everybody has gotten up with us and gave the okay for our stay, then we'll make the reservations on everybody. And so, but we had to make a decision. And so we decided, we saw that there was a Walmart Supercenter in Oxford, which was in Granville County. We went on RV Parky and saw where lots of people said, yeah, they will allow you to stay at the Walmart. So I gave them a call, spoke with one of the managers, and they said, yeah, that would be fine. Just park on the end that's close to Bojangles. Mm-hmm. And so that's where we are. And so they allow semi trucks to park in here also. And so that's what we did. And so we're just here for one night. And then in the morning, we're headed to a state park on our last county, which will be Vance County. Yep. Vance County.
We're going to J.C. Cooper.
J.C. Cooper?
Yep.
J.C. Cooper Campground.
And part of Kerr Lake State Park.
Kerr Lake State Park. Mm-hmm. And that's going to be our last county. We'll have 70 counties. 70 counties out of the 100 counties.
This is number 69.
This right here is 69. Number 69, the 69th county out of 100 counties in North Carolina. And be looking forward to the fun facts there. I did find a ghost story, but it's not a ghost story that I could really do a video on. I just found a news clip. And so when I go over the fun facts, I'm going to attach the article, the news clip. Actually, it's on YouTube. It's about 2 or 3 minutes long is all it is. It looked like it came from a news station. Mm-hmm. And so they talk about a local ghost story and from a business. And a business that I guess it used to be like a car dealership or something. Well, I think they made something or they did something with cars or what have you. And so anyway, a certain section of it has closed down. And so if I remember correctly, if my memory serves me correct, it's either this. No, you know what I was thinking? That may be Vance. Oh. That may be Vance. Vance County may have that one. I think they have a ghost called Jack. So at any rate, it's either this one or Vance County. And so I found 2 clips, just clips from a news station where they talked about a local ghost story. And so I tried to find something on each one of them in depth that I could do a video on them. I couldn't find anything. And so I gave up. And so if y'all will see Mr. Glitterfoot here, this is Mr. Glitterfoot. It was given to me by my daughter-in-law, Rebecca. And so we added him in here. And of course, for you, the guys that don't know, we named our motorhome the Squatch. Yeah. The Squatch. And so there's a lot of things in here that has to do with Bigfoot. And so, of course, I've got Mr. Biggerfoot. Mr. Biggerfoot, he is on our dinette. And he was the first Bigfoot that we got for the motorhome. And so, but that is appropriately called Mr. Glitterfoot. Mm-hmm. And so, and Sandra made these 2 little, I don't know if I can get, I tell you what, maybe I could turn on the light here. No, let me see. Here, I'm going to turn on this light. Maybe I can start it. Okay. Here we go. Sandra made these 2. And did we name those?
They're Donnie and Sandra.
Is it Donnie and Sandra?
Yes.
Okay. And so, but she made these. Those are so cool. And, but the motorhome is a fun-filled adventure. Yes. It's like a little playhouse.
We ordered something tonight. We ordered a camp. What did it say? Camp Walmart.
Camp Walmart. Yeah. Now every place we stay, guys, we always try to get something, a magnet, sticker, something from them to put on our magnet board. Mm-hmm. Well, for Walmart, I went on eBay. And I found a pin. Now, this is a pin that you put through a shirt and has like a lapel pin. Yeah, lapel pin. Uh-huh. What I do is I always break off the pin and I'll make a magnet out of it. And we put it on our magnet board.
Well, actually, when I went in today, I had the intention of getting a smiley face sticker that the greeters used to give. I know when our kids were little, they would go in the Walmart and they'd have their hand out immediately as soon as they came in the door.
Yeah.
And they'd want a sticker. And the girls up front did not know what I was talking about.
Oh
which
my
was really sad. It
goodness.
was really sad.
It's this world coming to.
I'm like, do y'all have the smiley face stickers? And she was like, they're in the office supplies. There's like different colored ones. And I'm like, no, like the ones you give it, the breeder gives out. And she just like looked at me like she didn't know what I was talking about. So
Wow.
yeah.
Well, anyway, yeah, we found this thing, and it's so cool because it says Camp Walmart.
Yep.
Camp Walmart.
It has a little tent.
And it has a tent,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh my goodness, we have got to get that.
Yeah.
And so sad it didn't have a Class C motorhome. But hey, I'll take it. I'll take it because that's exactly what we're doing. We are camping out.
The Walmart.
Technically, it's called boondocking. And for some of you guys that don't know what it is, it's basically you have no hookups. There's no hookups at all. You use your vehicle, which is a self-contained vehicle, and you stay by yourself. You have anything that you need is in this car, in the motorhome, and so, or the camper, or, you know. So there's a lot of campers, not just motorhomes, but there's a lot of campers that are self-contained, which means they have a water source, they have a bathroom, kitchen, facility, anything that you need to survive your stay, whether it's in a campground, maybe out in a some land, BLM land, or you know, any type of area where they don't have any type of hookups for water, electricity, or anything. And so we also have a generator on here, so if we need to, if we want to actually use the microwave and some of the other things, we'll
make coffee in the morning.
We'll turn on the generator for a little bit and use it that way. And so, but anywho, I think this is going to be about it. We just, again, as far as the Walmart, it worked. It worked. If you want to come to Oxford, the Walmart in Oxford, North Carolina, just give them a call and just ask them for permission. And it looks like they'll allow you to do it. Now, what Sandra did is she wanted to get some steps in. So she went all around the parking lot, and all the buggies that people just left sitting out in the parking lot, she grabbed them and put them in the buggy holders. And so Walmart didn't know that, so she did that as a thank you for allowing us to stay out here and to get some exercise. And so, but other than that, guys, I think we're going to just sit here and enjoy this.
Yep.
And watch the cars go by and enjoy the time together. And but just be looking for the fun facts and check out the playlist on the other things that we've gotten ourselves into. You guys take care. We love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.